Hello guys, today I have a F4 Phantom. Here is with me for the review. I am not unboxing it, I am just reviewing it because I do not have its packing material. The model exists with me from last 5 to 6 years. I just get it in approximately 2012 or 2013. I don't exactly remember the dates. Before starting the review of the model or the details of the model, I just want to give you some basics of the F4 Phantom. F4 Phantom is basically first dual engine jet aircraft made by McDonnell Douglas, first in service in 1961. And initially the plane was the jets was prepared for US Air Force and US Navy. And this particular model with me is also made for US Navy and is particularly for the Corps of Marines of US Navy. This F4 Phantom was one of the primary aircraft before the launch of F-16s in 1970s. Major air forces of the world, or the air forces of developed countries of the world, have F4 Phantom in their air force fleet as a primary air jet. I have this model of the same plane. I have told you earlier that it's for the Corps of Marines of US Navy. I do not remember the squadron name of this tail, or with this tail number or tail logo. If we came to the review of the model, we see that the complete model is die cast. It's made of die cast, and expect these two flaps. I think they are somewhat hard plastic, because if you see, they are just moving. You can see that. I think it's a hard plastic, it's not a plastic. And rest of the complete plane is in a die cast, in a metal look, and it's somewhat heavier. It's not too much lighter, which proves that it's a pure die cast. If we start from the cockpit, you can see the details of the pilot seat and pilot's cockpit. Here you can see that it's ejection handles. We can clearly see that. We can clearly see the legs of the pilots in the cockpit. You can see that. And the front of the cockpit is with the somewhat green shade. It's basically the light of the screen, or the light of the I don't know what that screen was called, which was seen by the pilot for engaging the other jets and ground targets and air targets. That shade of the light from that screen just put on this glass to give us some real look. You can see that. And further, if you came on the details, you can see these are the light antennas or radar somewhat. You can see that. And you can see the details of paint. You can clearly see intake, rescue, jet. It's so much detailed. It's made by the hobby master, one of the professionals in the aero collection hobby or aero modeling. This particular model is made by the hobby master, and they do the awesome work in their models. If you see the burners, they are of plastic. I think this is not a die cast, it's a plastic. And if you see that, okay, this is the beautiful thing. You can remove this canopy, and if you want further, I will show you the display. I will further show you the display with the open canopy and with the closed canopy. And here we have this open one. You can put it in this way, and you can open this canopy too. Here you can see that we have open canopies. We have open canopies for the both of the pilots, and you can see details from here. It's too much detail, it's too much. You can see the buttons inside the front pilot canopy or the front pilot cockpit. You can see the button details. However, they are not colored. They are just somewhat black and white, but it's good. It's looking good. It's looking some real look. You can see that. You can see that. You can see the face of the second pilot. You can see its mask, oxygen mask with the pipes of the both of the pilots. It's so much detailed, you know. I have already said it's made by hobby master and they are the professionals. Their work was awesome. Their models are worth keeping. They built an excellent models. If we close it, I want to show you the look of the plane from back side of. If you see from the back side, here I have just lost some of the paint. It's not a natural or it's not from the start. It's just because this model have some 7 to 8 years with me, and I just lost one of its part of paint. If you see that it's a front landing gear, here we have a frame of it. We can put so we can put this if we want to. If we want our plane on the stand, we can put. Otherwise, we can put this front landing gear here like this. It's easy to manage. It's easy to insert or install. You can put it inside. You can see that it's very flexible. This model is flexible. You have a lot of options. You can put it on the stand. You can put it on the landing gear in your displaying rack or somewhere, wherever you want to display it. Here we have the places of missiles and some fuel tanks. We have a lot of ordnance here for this plane. You can see that this original paint, these are not the stickers. This is the original paint. You can see that it will not be removed or it will not be replaced unless you scratch it with some hard surface or hard tool. Awesome. This plane is awesome. You can see from the back side, this flap is somewhat have a change in angle, maybe due to long period I have in my rack, and maybe we have some other thing. I don't think that Hobby Master made this flap like this. This will be in original print, but it is in this position due to my fault, I think. This is all about the plane. You can see that it's an awesome piece of art. It's an awesome model, so worth keeping. I can now have some ordnance of this plane. I can show you that. Here you can see air to ground bombs. These are air to ground bombs. I have repaired one of the bomb, or I think both of them. No, this is okay. I have repaired back in 4 to 5 years because I have broke one of these bombs. These are actually 3 bombs, and these are intact with them, intact with each other with this material, whatever. And I have just broken one of them and I just repaired it. And we have on same hard point, we have 2 air-to-air missiles, and we have 3 bombs. Same for the next or for the other wing. We have the same ordnance. And here we have the fuel tanks. We have 2 fuel tanks for the wings. We have the main fuel tanks for the fuselage, and these are the plastic. The ordnance, the fuselage, all these things are the plastic. This is not a die cast. And we have these 3 air-to-air missiles, which should be 4. I think I have just lost one of them, because if we see the plane, we have a place of 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and I think I have just lost one of them. But whatever, This plane is awesome. The oddness is awesome. The finishing of oddness is awesome. If you see the details of the missile, air-to-air missiles, you can see that. You can see the color of the tips, the mid side, and these blacks are just not the lines. No, these are only paints. I was thinking that they have some sort of a original mark or whatever, but these are only the paints. Whatever, it's give awesome look. It gives an awesome and outstanding look. The finishing of the ordnance is awesome. The finishing of the air to ground, air to air missiles are awesome. These are the landing gears. Again, we have some sort of scratches because of the time and because of the I have this scratch issue because it's an old model with me. Sorry for that. And same as I have shown you earlier. These are the awesome things and awesome accessories. This is the stand which came with the plane. I think this stand used on the aircraft carriers. When plane landed on the aircraft carrier, this stand used to hook with the rope on the aircraft carrier to stop plane immediately. And this is all about the plane. And thank you. Take care.